We're very pleased to welcome to the stage ALTO's Christian Ducharme, who will provide a project update on ALTO's exciting high-speed project between Quebec City and the Toronto Corridor. Christian is the Vice-président of ALTO's strategic procurement and brings extensive experience in rail infrastructure, procurement, and construction management. Please give a warm welcome to Christian Ducharme.
Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, CBTU members, for your warm welcome today. Pretty happy to be here with you. So today, I want to discuss the ALTO project with you, not just as a transit initiative, but as something that will contribute to building our nation for decades to come. The ALTO high-speed rail network is of enormous scale, mobilizing unprecedented resources and expertise all across the country. It is, in fact, the largest Canadian infrastructure project since the construction of the St. Lawrence Seaway in the 1950s. Think about that. And like that project, its impact will be profound. It will transform the daily lives of millions of people, facilitate mobility, stimulate the economy, and improve quality of life throughout the Toronto-Quebec corridor. Demand is growing faster than we can keep up, and doing nothing is no longer an option. This initiative paves the way for a new era of opportunities for our communities, our workers, and our families. So, what does that mean in practice? It means significantly reducing travel times between major cities with service that is faster, more frequent, and more reliable. And that changes more than how we travel. It changes how our economy works. Shorter travel times expand labor markets, connect businesses to more opportunities, and make it easier for people to access the jobs they want. And you know what strikes me this afternoon standing in front of you? Well, all of us here today, we do have a unique privilege. We can have a direct impact on the quality of life of millions of fellow Canadians. That's something you can genuinely be proud of, showing up to work every single day. This is a project that will require an exceptional workforce, rigorous planning, and above all, a strong partnership with those who know how to build, and this is you folks. It's great to think that ALTO is a major infrastructure project meant to permanently transform the Toronto-Quebec corridor. But let's be clear, building it will not be easy. It's a complex set of structures, systems, and interconnected work sites deployed over several years and across a vast area of close to 1,000 kilometers. And across all this, one thing is clear: the project will be shaped through ongoing dialogue with the communities it touches. Different regions, different realities, and the necessity to understand them before moving forward. So over the past few months, we've met with thousands of Canadians across the corridor through open houses, roundtables, virtual sessions. What we heard will directly shape how this project moves forward. There's a saying in French that goes, "Il n'y a pas de gloire à vaincre sans péril." Where there's no peril, there can be no glory. Well, let me tell you one thing. Peril will appear at every turn. Why? Well, there are no shortcuts when it comes to safety, quality, and long-term reliability. It requires commitment, resiliency, and a great sense of pride to overcome the challenges awaiting us. That's exactly why this project is being developed within a clear governance framework to bring the structure, oversight, and expertise needed to deliver it properly. That's also exactly why the workforce isn't just one topic among others. It's a critical success factor for the ALTO project. On top of this, we operate in a context you know all too well: an aging workforce, increasingly fierce competition for talent across major projects, pressure on skilled staff, and the constant need to maintain high standards of safety and productivity, all of which makes predictability essential. The scope of ALTO is unprecedented. We're talking about heavy civil works, hundreds of bridges, 7 stations, nearly 1,000 kilometers of double track, along with electrification, advanced systems, maintenance facilities, and ultimately long-term operations. And behind every one of those elements is the same undeniable reality. This project depends on skilled trades. From the very beginning, it was clear to us that this project must be built by highly qualified tradespeople. At the end of the day, all of this comes down to one thing: the people who will actually build it. This project depends on the skills, on the judgment, and the experience that exist across the trades. And that's exactly what this room represents. So, going back to that French saying, that's where the idea of glory comes in. Not only in the scale of the project, but mostly in the quality of what gets built and the legacy your members will leave behind for all Canadians. Fortunately, your strength lies in a structured, nationwide network, strong training capabilities, rigorous certification skills, labor mobility, and a robust culture of knowledge transmission. This is a strategic advantage for Canada, and it's also a strategic advantage for ALTO. Now, a few words on the scope of the project. It's important to understand that ALTO isn't just one gigantic worksite. It's an infrastructure made up of multiple worksites spread across different regions with distinct realities but a common vision. This territorial and technical scope translates into something very concrete for the construction trades: predictability, continuity, and sustained demand over time. Not a temporary peak followed by a sudden slowdown, but rather a succession of phases that allow for effective and responsible planning, training, and workforce deployment. At high level, the project unfolds into 3 major phases: a phase of preparation and advanced planning, including engineering and project structuring, so that's from now until 2029, and then starting 2030, phase construction, mobilizing different trades at different times depending on the work packages and regions. Then from 2038 onward, phases of integration, testing, and finally, long-term operation and maintenance. Our intention is to support a sustainable and safe pace of work, one that aligns with the reality of the market. And this is precisely where dialogue with union organizations becomes essential, to align project phasing with the actual availability of qualified workers. As for jobs, we know that the ALTO project will represent thousands of direct jobs in the skilled trades, spread again over several years. Over the full life cycle of the project, that amounts to 50,000 person-years of work, not counting indirect and induced jobs in supply chains, manufacturing, and services. And wherever possible, that work will be anchored here at home, supporting Canadian industries, strengthening local capacity, and maximizing the benefits of this investment across the country. But beyond the numbers, what matters is the kind of work this creates, right? Safe, unionized, well-paid jobs, fostering long careers and stability. Jobs that let apprentices become journey workers, let experienced workers pass on their knowledge, and let a diverse new generation integrate sustainably into the industry. Skilled trades are not trades of the past. They are at the forefront of how complex infrastructure gets built today. They involve advanced technologies, demanding environmental standards, and the kind of precision required to deliver projects of this scale. They also ensure that the infrastructures we elect to build deliver on their promises for decades. On the ALTO project, site safety, quality of execution, and reliability of systems will depend directly on the work done in the field. That's why for us, skilled trades are not just a resource, they are strategic partners. Our approach with CBTU is straightforward. Plan early, share our workforce needs, align training and scheduling, and maintain structured dialogue with provincial councils. That's how major projects are delivered properly and leave a lasting legacy. Now let's dream for a few moments. Imagine stepping onto a train in Ottawa on a snowy winter morning and arriving in Montreal before your coffee even cools off. That's about an hour. Think about a business owner in Peterborough who needs to be in Ottawa for a morning town hall and back home before lunch. With ALTO, Habs fans could head into Ottawa to watch their team clinch a playoff series and be back in Montreal an hour later. Je salue mes amis de Gatineau avec respect et d'Ottawa. Joking aside, ALTO will make that kind of trip simple and predictable. The ALTO project is a unique opportunity for Canada, an opportunity to demonstrate that after decades of hesitation, we are ready to deliver major infrastructure projects in this country, and to do so responsibly. An opportunity to showcase skilled trades, create lasting careers, and build something we can be proud of for generations. We need you, not just to build this project, but to build it the right way. Thank you for your leadership, your commitment to your members, your unwavering support, and I look forward to continuing this work together. Thank you so much.